guys, so just kind of going over so this is going to be me talking about my long-term plans for the next boat. This is things I want to accomplish within the next year and a half. And I figure if I do a video on it, I can kind of hold myself accountable for it, and also it kind of is discussing about how my channel is going to progress with these goals, because part of it, yeah, we're gonna have some more. I'm gonna have some more different things to record, some updates, and like I said, some of this. I mean, yes, part of this is going to become more of a family vlogging video, because not that I want to steer away from makeup. It's just there's a lot of people doing things on makeup lately, and it's hard to compete, so I might as well try something different. There is still going to be makeup things that I'm going to do. Don't get me wrong, I am still going to do that. I do still adore doing makeup, but, as a lot of people who are doing videos now, like, there's a lot of competition, so let's try something else. So my first focus, so this is how I'm going to do it. Like, I have a goal, and then this stuff's how I'm going to get to that goal. So my first focus is I want to get in better shape, and generally just better health as well. So better shape as well, because I just had a baby, and I'm not entirely too comfortable in how I look now. I did gain quite a bit of weight, and there is some loose skin, but I might as well, I don't want to focus on the numbers. I want to focus on how I feel. And I figure if I feel better about myself, then I'm also teaching my daughter, feel better about yourself. Don't focus on the numbers, which is really hard for me. But I figure if I can focus on how I feel, it'll be a lot easier. And also I'm going to focus on eating better, which is going to be good. And Matt wants me to get out of the house more. So I'm going to focus on this in the fall, because she'll be sleeping more during the night. So it won't be as hard for me to leave if I'm exhausted, which I will be, which I am. So I'm going to join a gym. It's just down the street for me, and it's got yoga, but it's also got like the actual gym, but I want to go for the classes. So they have yoga and they have kickboxing. So I figure if I can start off small, it'll be a lot easier. Then I won't feel like I'm just jumping right into things, and then, I'm getting out at least once a week. So if the weather sucks on the nights I do yoga, then I'm going to go and maybe I'll start doing the actual circuits. So that, and you can you actually get a trainer, so they can help me out. I had really bad back problems, as you guys know, during pregnancy, so the muscles need to be worked. Another thing, we're doing the yard, so we're gonna have some videos on that too, because we're restoning the yard. I want to get that done by the fall, but we're also gonna redo the garden. So some tips and tricks that we're working on. So the garden's gonna be by spring, and the stones I want to do by fall, because we want to get rid of those weeds. As many of you know, I do not have my full license. I have my G1 in Canada, which is basically I can learn to drive. So I'm working on driving, which my goal was to actually get to a normal speed limit, which I got to in a parking lot. I'm a really nervous driver. So by February, March, I want to do driver's ed. I'd like to get my G2, so in Canada it's the G1, G2, and then full G. It's a graded licensing. And I have my G1. I'd like to get my G2 by April, but I don't know if that's going to be doable. So I'd like to do it before I get back to work, but I may have to look at extending that. So none of these months and dates are hard stone things, so if I have to do my license by the time after I go back to work, then so be it. I'd like to feel comfortable in a car. I'd like to feel like I'm going to pass my G2 before actually taking it. So if that means I have to extend when I'm doing my G2 to like June or something, sorry, my freaking computer keeps going off, then that's going to be it. But I would like to get my full G either by the end of next year or shortly thereafter. So I only have until October of 2020, and I'd like to give myself plenty of time in case I fuck up. Another thing I'm not really getting into, but I have courses I can take for work. So I'd like to be able to take a course for work shortly after I go back, but that's not really up to me. That's kind of up to my boss. So that part I'd like to focus on it. So that's where I think the yoga will actually come in handy. It'll give me time to kind of get out of my head. Like I know as many of you know, I do suffer from anxiety and depression, which I am on medication for. But I think the yoga will help me get on a different point with that. I'm not expecting myself to ever get off the medication, but I'd like to be able to feel like I could go down in the dose. Right now I take a full pill. I'd like to be able to go down to half a pill. I'm not expecting that. That is not even part of my goal, but I'd like to at some point go down to half a pill. And that's just a personal thing that I discuss with my doctor, but I'd like to be in a place where I feel like I could. If my doctor says, no, you're not going down in dose, that I'm fine with that. I'm good with my medication. I'm very comfortable with my medication. And I just want to be in a better place. So I think the yoga will help. And I think the kickboxing actually will also help. So the yoga will help with the mental focus, and the kickboxing will be on the physical focus, where I feel like I could actually, I don't know. I want to be in a really good place. I'd like to be feeling like I'm in a good place, which personally I don't usually feel like I'm in a good place. I'm in a better place than I was before. I did get some postpartum depression, which I'm back on my old medication, so we're good. I'm not 100% there yet, but I'm getting there. More sleep definitely helps. But I am going to so part of the things I am going to do is like my home decor stuff. There is going to be more videos about that. There's going to be more family vlogs now that things are a little more better. They're getting there. Those are going to be progressive. My fitness journey, like I said, I'm not going to be focusing on the numbers, but I want to, talk about, my meal planning and how things are going with the gym and how things are going physically and mentally. Going to the gym may help mentally more than I realize. So, but yeah, this is how I'm going to progress, and this is kind of how my channel is going to go. It's going to be more fitness, family oriented, but yeah. Hopefully this works out. This is going to be good. It's going to be good. It's going to be great. Wish me luck.